everybody, BeanMeister22 here. Yes, I know, my shirt is awful wrinkly. Okay, this week I would like to talk to you about a do-over. It's been said there are no do-overs in life. That may or may not be true. You know, I don't know. Years ago I had a girlfriend who believed in the do-over. She explained it to me, you know, in order to keep the lines of communication over, sometimes somebody says something and we need to call it do-over, step back and then just do it over. Like it never happened. And I'm thinking, man, that's kind of weird. You know, you can't take some things back, you know. Once they've been said, I'm not talking about like, you know, things that happened in your life or you've said to a cop or a judge or something. I just mean in general amongst friends or relatives, spouses. You can't take some things back. Well, anyways, her idea of a do-over was step back like it never happened. Now that's the important thing. Think about it, like it never happened. If I insult you right now, well, you probably laugh it off because who am I to be insulting anybody? But if I insult you and I hit a nerve with you, sorry, buddy, do-over. You aren't going to forget what I just said. Well, she didn't really use the do-over. I think she did once or twice when we were together. But then again, she was kind of, I don't know, free-spirited. And I mean that, you know, if she says, hey, I'll be there at noon, she'll show up at 5 and think nothing of it and wonder why I might be perturbed about that. Or my big thing with women in general, but even more so with her, we would have one day off that we could spend together, and she would have, I don't know, 50 things scheduled that there clearly was no way, you know, oh, we need to go over here and do this and this. We wouldn't be able to get 3 or 4 of these things done. But she would just overschedule, and then she wouldn't feel bad about not getting other things done. Whereas myself, you know, I don't want to make commitments or make a schedule and tell people, hey, I'm going to do this. If I can't, you know, I can say, hey, I'll try, I'll do the best I can. But I think it's disrespectful. She kind of thought otherwise. So she really didn't need a do-over because she just kind of did her own thing. One time I actually did a do-over. We were going over to her ex-husband's house. She had to drop something off for her son or something. And anyways, he wasn't there, and she wanted me to, oh, they remodeled the house, come here and look. Well, he wasn't there, and she's peering in the front windows of this house. And I felt really uncomfortable. I don't know these people, and they peered in somebody's front window. Well, I kind of wanted no part, you know, yeah, okay, I wanted no part of that. Well, she was all mad about it, and I said, okay, look, I want to do over. And then I explained to her, you know, why I felt bad about it. You know, I don't know these people. I'm going to be peering in their window. I don't know what it looked like before, so if they remodeled, okay, that looks nice. I don't know what it looked like. Anyways, she accepted the do-over, and then she understood. So in that instance, the do-over was a point where we could stop and communicate. Okay? There was another... I actually did try to use a do-over one other time, and it didn't work. And it was on something that was nothing. You know, one of those... She wanted to go to one restaurant, I wanted to go to another. We went to her restaurant, and the service was horrible. We waited an hour and a half. We were going up to Mount St. Helens, up to see the volcano, and there was 3 restaurants right near each other, and she wanted to go to the one that was hooked to a hotel. I'm not going to name the restaurant chain. And the service was horrible, and their breakfast, they didn't have a full breakfast menu. It was like 6 or 7 different things to pick from. That was it. You know, there was no cutting and pasting and changing things around. This is what it was. Plus, we waited an hour and a half for our food. It was horrible. And I made a couple comments about it. I said, see, we should have went over here to the Sherry's restaurant. We could have had anything we wanted. Instead of here, we were limited to, I don't know, whatever, Eggs Benedict and some weird omelet or something. It was horrible. She got really offended at that, so I never got a do-over on that one. So yeah, think about it. Is there such a thing as a do-over? In your life, can you think of a time when you wanted a do-over? And remember, I'm talking in relationships and friendships and family. We're not talking about legal issues or things we did down to the boss at work or something, okay? So do you believe in the do-over? Okay? And as an extension of that, not only do you believe in the do-over, would you accept a do-over? Because if you believe that, hey, maybe a do-over may not be a bad thing, you would also have to be willing to accept a do-over. We're not talking of some major thing, like, you know, your friend Bob goes and kills your friend Joe and then doesn't want you to be mad about it, you know. Or, you know, a spouse, you know, kind of being led astray, so to speak. And so, yeah, we're not talking about that. We're talking about smaller things that cause fights or something. And things get blown out of proportion that really didn't need to happen. Okay? So leave a video response maybe, or at least comment on it. Hey, do you believe in the do-over? And can you think of a time in your life where you might have needed a do-over or wanted a do-over? You don't have to share that time in your life because, you know, these things happen. As for me, I tried that do-over thing. I don't believe it works. Maybe some people do. That was the first time I'd ever heard of somebody using a do-over. People I have in my life now, some of them have done some things that there are no do-overs for. I don't know how they could ever do a do-over. I don't forget. You know, unfortunately, I have one of those memories that I remember everything. I mean, I can tell you what I got in trouble for in the 2nd grade, and I still feel guilty about it. So yeah, I can't forget anything. So the concept of a do-over was also foreign to me, but not just foreign, but it was intriguing. So, come on, leave a comment, leave a video response. Do you believe in a do-over? Tell me your thoughts on this one. All right, thanks for watching.